There we go right there. I think that using new software, kind of new, not really new, a little new. Reusing software I've used before that I stopped using and started using again. So this is an experiment more than anything else. We're going to kill that, and we're going to kill that here. Remove. Hey, guys. Lunchtime Livestream, Ham Radio 2.0. Thank you for joining me. I'm by myself today. Frank's got a training session. Let me know how the audio is. Frank's got a training session today, so and I haven't done one of these in a couple weeks, so just kind of shooting from the hip today with the new StreamYard software that's streaming to Facebook, my Facebook group, to YouTube, and to Twitch right now. So just kind of doing stuff and doing some testing and trying to figure out what I am doing with all of this. No, I'm sure, although that's probably a good question for Frank, but no, he's doing some sort of work training. Hello from 9A, Leo. Greetings. Let us know where 9A is. It's Caribbean, I think, right? I'm trying to get all my prefixes memorized. Sweden, SM4PEL, thank you for joining us. Let's see. K5DLD, David, thanks for joining us. Canada, VA6GKT. Philippines, DW6WQH. Thank you. Stephen Easley, hey, man, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. So, have you guys seen this big fire that's raging at the Poly America factory in Arlington? I think it's Arlington. I think technically it's Arlington. It's south of me. I was driving south down 360. Those of you who are from the DFW area, I was driving south down 360 this morning, and there's this big, huge black cloud down there. And I'm like, man, that's a dark-looking storm cloud in an otherwise very clear-looking sky. Turns out it wasn't a storm cloud. It was a big, huge bellow of smoke. It was enormous. And this massive fire at Poly America, it's a plastic factory. And it's still going. I think they've got it under control, but holy cow. It was, it's a plastic factory. They can't really, I think the main thing they're doing is trying to keep it from spreading. They can't really put it out. Just going to have to let it burn through to its, until it's more controllable. But wow, that was incredible to see this morning. Not in a good way, not in an incredible good way, but that was definitely a different, southeast of 6, closer to 160. Well, so I went down 360 and I exited Division, and then I headed back towards the east, and down by those train tracks down there, and there was actually a train going by, so I couldn't see it very well, but it was really close to that. Grand Prairie. I guess it's Grand Prairie. I was in Arlington at the time, and I couldn't really tell how far away it was, but it was so big. It looked like it was closer than it was, I guess. I had my drone in the back of the truck. I thought about stopping and trying to put the drone in the air. I saw them telling people on the news, like there's too many people driving by and stopping to take video and pictures. I'm like, yeah, I would be guilty of that if I was down there too, but I don't need to add to the chaos. I got enough chaos of my own to add to. But that was crazy to see this morning. Sheesh. Let's see. Melted drum. I wouldn't get that close to it. Let's see. What's everybody having for lunch today? So, I haven't done one of these in a couple of weeks. Last week, I was on a week-long Parks on the Air expedition. Monday and Tuesday night, I spent at Lake Texoma, which is park number Kilo 2791. Wednesday morning, we got up. Frank came and stayed with me Tuesday night. And Wednesday morning, we got up and packed up the trailer and drove 30 minutes south to Eisenhower State Park, which is designated Kilo 3005. Sat there and activated both parks. Got 150 or so contacts per park. Could have could have easily got more contacts than that. But I was doing some experimentation with different bands and different modes. That was actually the first time I'd ever. Well, I got Frank to activate both parks. He'd never done a park activation at all. So I had him go on to the parksontheair.com website. He registered. He only made 10 or 12 contacts at the first park, but he made a lot more than that at the second park. And so I showed him how to, we got N1MM installed on his laptop. I said, here's how I do it. It's not the only way to do it, but this is how I do it. And so he did a log of all that. And then I let him use WSJTX on my laptop, connected to my IC7300. And we both did FT8 contacts from the second park. And because I'd never actually done FT8 from a Parks on the Air before. I usually just do sideband. And FT8's fun, but it's not very good video because you can't really hear it. People often come along to my Parks on the Air videos and they say, dude, you need a headset on that radio. And I'm like, I have a headset for that radio. I don't use it on my Parks on the Air videos because then the camera that you're watching the video recorded from right now wouldn't be able to hear the radio if I had a headset on. So I purposefully do not use a headset when doing Parks on the Air. Now, what I should do is get like a desk mic and a foot pedal so that I can type into my laptop when, internal speaker radio, cameras going, that kind of thing. And I can talk into the mic and type it and log at the same time and maybe have a foot pedal PTT. So I'm looking at maybe doing something like that. But yeah, I don't want to use a headset on Parks in the Air because I want the camera to be able to hear the radio. That's the point. So anyway, let's see. Let's scroll back up here. Several people joining from the USA. Thanks for joining. Got my call sign a week ago, and now I'm making FT8 QSOs 15 and 40 meters earlier from Buiz, B-U-I-Z. Congrats on the call sign. Let us know what your call sign is in the chat, man. Let's see. Late breakfast. Tacos, Fruity Pebbles. Oh, okay. Tacos, Fruity Pebbles, and fruity. Travis is eating Fruity Pebbles for lunch. Yeah, that sounds about right. And don't tell me you just got up, okay? I mean, you're like 95 years old. You got up like 3:30 this morning. No, you're not fooling anyone. Let's see. In the middle of the night here at my place. Okay. Hey, temporarily offline is in the house. Steve, Frank had a training session several days this week. He said he couldn't make it today. If you, Steve, I don't know if you're in a place you can join me, but if you want to join me, I'll send you a link real quick using StreamYard. Easy to do. Mac and cheese. Hey, there you go. I'm eating chicken fried rice that my wife made. She's not a big Asian food person, but she knows I am. I love fried rice. So she made this chicken fried rice for me the other day. It's pretty good. So Rob Matheson, who's one of my new patrons, actually, is watching today. He says, thanks again for helping me pass my tech exam. Now patiently waiting for my call sign. They've been getting call signs to people a lot quicker these days than what they used to do. So you might check the FCC ULS and make sure it's not there, because it might be there and they just didn't notify you about it. That's happened before. So, please fix the brim of your hat, please. What's wrong with it? Like this? Yeah. My head is crooked. I have a crooked head, so every time I put a hat on, I have to straighten it. So, took mine about 2 weeks back in July. I've heard of, I've talked to people from Glarg and Anchorage and that say that sometimes they're testing, even W5YI guys out here, sometimes they're testing and people are getting call signs same day. Of course, there might be a backlog now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how well they're keeping up with all that stuff. I know that tests are still taking place. We talked about that on my live stream last Sunday. So, carne asada, good deal. These days, ham quiz reviewers are readily available online for people who are interested, unlike back in the day. Yeah, Very true. Very true. Dead. Oh, Steven, tell Joe hi. Hope he's feeling better. Hey, Trevor. Good afternoon. It is afternoon here. All right, Steve, let me figure out how to do that. There it is. Clipboard. Like that. Here. And there. And there. And there. There we go. See how that works. There's Frank. There's Kyle. Kyle was actually first today. Did you see that screenshot I took? Kyle got in the chat. He's like, first, success. Finally. That was funny. I got a kick out of that. That was funny. Oh boy. So I haven't done a lunchtime. Oh yeah. Well, so last week I was POTA, and 2 weeks ago I went fishing with my dad for the first time in years. I hadn't been fishing in years. He wanted to go out to Lake Louisville to see if the sand bass were running. And the one freaking day that week that it wasn't hot and sunny out is the day we went fishing. It was cloudy and stormy, and typically you don't find sand bass schooling during that kind of weather. You can, it's not as common. So didn't really get to catch anything that day, but we're going to probably try to go back again here in a couple weeks. So we'll see how that goes. What do you say, Steve?
Hey.
What's up, man? Not
a whole lot. You were talking about carne asada earlier. We were talking about that here. Carne asada is some awesome stuff.
Somebody in the chat said that they were. I asked what everybody's eating. Somebody said they were cooking it.
Have you ever seen Sam the Cooking Guy here on YouTube?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. He actually makes recipes that you can make yourself. He doesn't give you any like quantities of ingredients or anything, and at the end of it, it tastes good. It's kind of interesting.
Well, if it tastes good, then it tastes good. That's great.
Yeah, it's not like that old Pinterest stuff where somebody makes this really nice cake or pie or something and it looks fantastic in the picture, and then you make it and it's this lopsided.
Right. Yeah.
Like, nope, I didn't.
Yeah, totally.
Not taking a picture of that.
Yeah. For sure. So, what are you up to today?
So I'm at the Club Shack with a couple of the guys from my club, and they were actually, hey, that crazy guy from Texas. I learned all my DMR stuff by watching his channel. So he's got a TYT handheld and a Raspberry Pi Zero based hotspot and a little battery pack.
Yeah, awesome. That's good. Glad to hear people getting into DMR for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I know one time 3 or 4 weeks ago, I put a note in the chat and said, if anybody wants to join me today, everybody's working. So I never know what people's schedules are in the middle of the day like this.
Who cares about work? It's lunchtime somewhere.
True. Yep. Very true. But,
Two of us are retired.
Yeah, 2 of the guys in the club are retired. I'm at work.
Oh.
Yeah, you're
at work at the clubhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I work remotely.
Yeah. I knew you did.
And the clubhouse is actually in one of my buildings. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it convenient.
Yeah.
Good deal. So,
Frank.
Yeah, Frank's in the chat. Bring them on screen and say hi. Frank, are you available? I can send you a link as well.
Get Kyle in here. It'll be a whole party.
Yeah. In fact, I'll just put the link. I sent you the link directly. I'll just drop the link into the
YouTube chat. Oh, it's gonna get crazy.
That's okay. This is really cool software because I can click on, like, are you watching YouTube right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see how it's side by side, and I can change it to this where it's full screen on us. Okay, and I can change it to that, and I can do that. And I can bring in my that there and go, nope, not like that. Oh, like this right here. So I can share my screen. I knew all kinds of stuff. It's all just point and click. It's really fun. So Frank says, yeah, give me a second. I dropped the link into the Discord chat, Frank. So, and anybody else who's watching is, you guys click on it and I can choose to add you whenever whenever
Or
I want.
not. And then you know
Or
the
not.
love.
Or not. I can choose not to as well. But yeah, I just thought I'd kind of tinker around today since I haven't been able to do this in a couple weeks. And
All right.
next week I'm not sure about next week or not. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it next week or not. But yeah, it's just something to do in the middle of the day, really. Talk about ham radio. So, who are you bringing onto your show next week?
So next week is Dave Brown. Dave Brown is a ex-Microsoft employee.
Okay.
And it's kind of funny. He's got a picture of him that I have up on my thumbnail right now on my channel for the upcoming stream.
Yeah.
And he's just got the long hair and total 70s look to him. And he used to work at Microsoft, so we're going to share some vintage computer stories. He's got speed cubing channel where he can do Rubik's cubes faster than I can, think about doing them.
I know a guy. I used to know a guy who could do that. He had like Rubik's cubes that were the traditional kind of 3x3.
Yep.
But he had a 4x4 and a 5x5, and I'm like, dude.
Oh, they make them big. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
One of my kids is into it.
He could fix one. He could go and fix one in like 30 seconds. I'm like, there's a pattern to it apparently.
Yeah, it's like anything. There's an algorithm.
Right.
And then, he's also a ham. And one of the pictures he's got, he kind of looks like Ron Perlman from Sons of Anarchy.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be a fun chat.
Good. Cool.
He might even be in the chat today. I don't know.
Okay. Just wait until you hear about the Mega Minis. Clark says it's not the same lunch without you. I have to watch reruns of The Price is Right. So I guess at least we're more entertaining than The Price is Right? Hopefully.
Come on, Frank, where are you at?
Yeah. He said, give me a second. I don't know.
Oh, it's Frank time. You'll see him tomorrow. Right.
But I talked to him yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It might have been Monday. I said, yeah, I think I'm going to try to redo my lunchtime live stream this week. And he's like, oh, I can't this week. I'm in training for something. I said, okay, that's fine. So I don't know.
How's the audio sound for me?
It sounds okay here.
This is that new mic that I'm playing with.
Okay. It was kind of loud when you started. I turned you down a bit, but I mean, it's clear and crisp. It's not like overdriven or anything.
Yeah, this is the ATR 1200X from Audio Technica.
Okay. Good. I'm not familiar with that model, but I'm familiar with the brand.
Yeah.
So
it's USB-C and XLR, so I can grow with it if I need to a little bit, and it didn't cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I still use the XLR stuff on mine because my mixer board outputs to USB. So I can use traditional XLR mics, plug it in the mixer board, and the mixer board outputs to USB. So it's not a big deal to me. So
it's the same mic from the other night, Phil. And Rob's asking about the ID 4100A as his first mobile.
Oh,
wants to know if it was a good one.
Anything by ICOM is good in my opinion. I've never used that specific model, but I hear good things about it. So yeah, and it's dual band, got some D-Star and some extra stuff in it. So yeah. So what's up, Frank?
Not much. We broke around your time. I didn't know what time. Last time I was doing training, we took our lunch break at 12:30, so I didn't know what time lunch was going to be. So it just happened to coincide jumping on here a little late.
Good.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Frank, how's it going?
Doing all right. I don't have
more
chat
work
up here. Yes, we do. I'm working on getting everything I need for the next project. So
all right, let me know.
What are y'all going to do?
The camera. Well, I'm going to build that hotspot that you gave me.
Good.
I'm going to do it on a Pi 2 board instead of the Pi 4. I don't have all the wires for a Pi 4 board. So to get that running, so I'm just going to do it on Pi 2. Let me get me a little centered there. It's annoying me. And I'm trying to figure out how to set up the camera to have a downward looking angle so you can see me building it. I want to do a soup to nuts video. It's probably going to be a little long of showing where I'm going to download the software. I'm going to have the ISO already pre-downloaded, but then everything else, I'm going to do it live. Like how I like some of your videos, Jason. I
You're
can
gonna do it live.
I'm going to record it, but I'm going to do a non-stop. I want to show live troubleshooting. I mean,
Sure.
and figuring out any problems that I have on the fly.
Yeah.
In that shot, I do want to kind of show what's going on my screen a little bit, and I have a recording of the screen so I can interlace it later. But that's my thoughts on it.
Okay. So depending on what you do with that recording, what I'd like, since I gave you that hotspot, I'd like to do an episode, and we can do a live stream maybe. What I suggest you do is record the whole thing just like you said, and if it ends up being too long, split it up into 2, maybe 3 parts.
Well, that's what I was telling you to do. I was going to put the raw 40-minute recording on my new streaming channel once I do have that up. But then I want to do a super shot of, hey, this is Frank. This is what I'm going to be doing. And and let's get into it. So here, and I'm putting it together, and I skip all the parts that go smoothly. And then like, okay, at this point, I had a trouble with this, and I found this information on the web, and and have that as a super shot. That's probably 7 to 8 minutes, maybe 10, and have that pretty clean version. And that's what I'll give to you for all your viewers. Yay!
Okay.
Most definitely.
Good. We can even talk about it. It doesn't even have to be like a really cleaned up version. We can talk about it. We can take a couple of clips, and then we can walk through what you did, and then show this clip, and then come back from the clip. We can do this on a live stream. We come back from the clip and say, okay, now tell us about this part. Oh, now tell us about this part. And we can do it that way. Oh, for the full thing, here, go to Frank's channel. He uploaded it all right here.
Yep. And you see me do it step by step, and you see me mess up and drop the F-bomb. I can't see the chat today, so I don't know what they're saying there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can't see. Okay, so the link I sent you guys to join, when you pull that up, does it not have a chat in it?
There is a private chat for us.
No. There's a public chat where so I'm streaming to YouTube, my Facebook group, and Twitch right now, and I have you guys on the screen here, but on the right hand side I have a chat that combines all 3 of those into one chat.
No.
So at the top of the private chat, Frank, there's a tab for comments. Click on comments. That's the YouTube feed. I just saw it.
That's actually not a YouTube feed. That's actually an everything feed. It's just that everybody who's commenting right now is on YouTube. So if someone were to come into Twitch or Facebook and comment, you would see it there as well. That's why the little YouTube logos is over everyone's avatar on the left. Someone came into Twitch or Facebook. Yeah, I saw that, the Frank bomb. But yeah, so it should work pretty well that way.
But I almost got all my ideas together. The one thing I still need to buy is I want a project mat. So I have a gray desk I'm going to be doing this on, which is not very nice for a camera. So I was thinking about getting a project mat so I can film against and have a better contrast.
So they have the project mats like what I have. It's just a green one with the measuring board on it, and it's good for cutting and disposable. But they also have them with little pockets for screws and tools and things.
That's the one I'm looking at. It's a solid like a greenish color, but you can also solder on it and cut on it, and it's self-healing, and that's what I'm kind of looking into getting. Everyone has that green with all the lines and squares, and that's perfectly fine. I want
like the cutting board look that Josh uses.
Yes, I'll hit behind him on his background. Yeah.
Hey, Craig's in the chat.
Who?
Craig.
Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was looking there. Yeah, okay. Hey, good morning, Craig.
But those are my thoughts.
Good.
And you need to. I give you permission, Jason, and you too, Steve. Start hounding me. Let's get that radio back in the car. I need to call the place and and see how much it will cost for them to drill and tap and run all the wires for me.
Hey, Frank, get that radio back in the car.
Thank you. I know I need to do it. Even though, how much driving are we doing right now?
Well, that's
as much as you want.
But yeah, I guess as much as you want. Well, see, and I'm working on a total. Yeah, I did my my POTA video for Monday Night Ham Radio 2 nights ago. Everybody was like, "So what radio are you using in the truck?" And I'm like, "None," because I took everything out of the truck, and I took everything out of the truck, and I took 5 radios and mounted them behind my back seat in the truck because I'm doing this whole brand new mobile station setup, and I'm going to run, and they're all going to be remote mounted, removable face radios. Well, they are, the radio's already there, but they don't have power run to them, and I haven't drilled any holes in the top of the truck for NMO mounts yet. So my next step is run power, and then I got to run remote cables up to the front. I got some Lido mounts to mount in the front and hang all the faces on, and then drill holes in the top of the truck for NMOs and run coax. So it's a multi-step process. Once I get all that done, it's going to be a video about what I did and what I have and how it all looks and runs together and everything. But as of right now, I actually don't have a powered up radio in my truck. So, and I'm not really in a big hurry because like you said, I mean, we're not driving anywhere right now. So my main thing I want to get is my HFs, which is going to be, I'm actually working on a kind of a customized mount to mount a Tar Heel screwdriver antenna onto. So I'll have my IC7000 in the truck, and I want to get HF so that the next time I do go on a road trip somewhere, I have some HF options available to me. So I really want to get that done.
Well, for me, I took off the importancy of that because of COVID, because I'm not in the car every day, and my drive is 40 minutes to an hour each direction when I go to the office. So I was heavily on that radio, and there were a bunch of guys that knew me on the Dallas repeaters, and I enjoyed talking to them every morning and afternoon. But since COVID all came, I'm hardly on that. I'm hardly driving that much. I'm going in the office now once a week.
Is it once a week? You were going twice there for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, but then they kind of harped at us. Well, we're still going on, and we will like our employees to be safe, or so kind of cut down a little bit. So once a week right now.
Yeah.
But I still miss it, man. I still miss getting in the car and talking to people on the drive. I don't know how active those repeaters will be in the morning, but hopefully there'll still be people around.
Yeah, I haven't been on the repeaters much lately at all.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard Escogido por Dios in the chat, it says, would like to know who you might recommend me so I'll be able to get my technician license in Central Florida. Yeah, and Rob comes along. Are you looking for an exam? Are you looking for information to learn the course? Or are you looking for somewhere to take the test? Are you ready to take the test, or are you wanting to study more? Let us know that. Aldi says, once Starlink is up, you'll just need a laptop and your PC to remote into your home setup while on the road. That's true. Yeah. So I have a mobile hotspot in my truck now, but once Starlink is up, everybody will have that. But so I can take my Maestro.
Are you signed up for a beta test on Starlink?
Did you?
I signed up.
Oh no, I haven't.
Given it to me.
Oh yeah.
Because I would take anything over my current, ISP to get a better data rate.
Right. Yeah. I'll definitely be interested to try it. But it'll be cool to run the Maestro in the truck and then just remote back to the house and use your mobile. But part of the fun of have a mobile radio station is that you're in different areas, and you might, depending on what your setup at home is, if you got a big old competition grade station at home, then great. I hope you do. I don't. But especially on a road trip though, but part of the fun of having a mobile station is traveling to other places and making contacts from those places you're traveling to that you might not be able to make from home as easily. That's
the point of POTA and SOTA. To get in the park, get on the air, get out there, stretch your legs, and set up in a different area and have to help, to really exercise those go kits. A lot of us have those go kits and they don't get a lot of use out of them.
Mm-hmm.
But this POTA stuff, it gives us an excellent reason to take those go kits and exercise them. If you don't exercise it, you don't know what's broken and you don't know where you can improve. And we're all about improving.
Yeah. True. Yeah. And with a good mobile setup, you really don't even need to get out of the card to officially do POTA. Now, part of the fun of POTA is setting up an antenna and, doing stuff like that and taking the trailer out to the RV park. I loved that. Okay. And I want to do it again. I think we're going to go to Possum Kingdom next time. But technically, all you have to do is be in the park. That's it. You just have to be in the park. So if you got a good Tar Heel screwdriver antenna and a good mobile station and some good grounding and everything, just driving, take a road trip. In fact, I'm going to do this. I've done this before, but I didn't record it. I'm going to do it again once I get my mobile station set up. I was like, okay, I'm going to make a big circle around West Texas, and I'm going to hit this park, this park, this park. And I'm just going to pull into the park, make 10 contacts, and leave. So he probably had a call. But
hey, Frank looks better now.
Right. Yeah, he does. There he's back. Okay.
I just was grabbing a napkin. You didn't need to see me wipe.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Frank, you missed a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
So, yeah. Okay, it looks like Richard got his question answered.
So, Steve, have you done any POTA or SOTA yourself?
Yeah, I've got a video coming out tomorrow night on my last POTA. It was a pretty rainy day, and we got it done anyway.
Did you take your girls out there, or was it just you?
Yep. 3 drenched girls and a dog.
I think that's the title.
Yeah, exactly.
So does your Steve, just your 2 daughters have their license? Has your is that it right now, or?
Yeah, the third one's working on it. I'm bribing them with a trip to Dayton, and the girls' club's going to get together and hang out by themselves.
Cool.
I think Good Game and I are going to be within earshot distance to keep the rowdiness down. But other than that, yeah, they should be good.
Good.
Your wife, does she have a license?
No. My wife doesn't do anything fun. Are you kidding me?
We're all doing it. Come on, peer pressure.
Yeah, she's got her own hobbies.
Yeah.
She does a good job at furniture restoration, so I want to get one of those big AM radios and let her restore the cabinet, and I'll restore the tubes.
Would that be a great cross?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so people are talking about remote testing in the chat. We talked about this quite a bit on the
I think I actually have your link still up, Jason, there.
That's fine.
We got the hamstudy.org/testing. No, I can't post in here. Oh.
Can you not? Okay.
No.
I have to see if there's some kind of permission or something I can give you, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. No, not that one. Oh yeah. This one right here. There we go. So hamstudy.org/sessions. You can see a list by date and by different VE team or VEC team going down here. And a lot of them, they get filled up quick, man. Like everything through, there's a no limit one there. Interesting. That's in Belvedere, New Jersey. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it's at. If it's online, then you can log onto their website and take it. 14 slots remaining there for this coming Saturday. That's in this is an in-person one in Castle Rock, Colorado. But a lot of these online or remote ones fill up quickly, so you may have to schedule it far out. There's let's see the next one, Salt Lake City. This No Limit one in Clearfield, Utah. You might contact them. I don't know what their story is. There's that online. Okay, so you have to go out to September 6th to get one that's online. There's a Glarg one there.
More time. That's what that means.
Do what?
That's more time to study.
Right. Yeah. And there's this
up now for a deadline. Nothing says completing a project like a deadline.
So there's this guy out of New Jersey that says there's contact WC2FD for the Laurel. That's part of the Laurel Amateur Radio Club, and there's no limit.
And
no
fee?
They don't charge a test fee.
I wonder if that's set up correctly.
I think it is. I think I've heard about them doing that. I'm pretty sure that's right.
But isn't part of the fee goes towards the application fee to the
It
FCC?
does. Yeah, part of it goes to the either the VEC or the FCC. So I don't know how they differentiate that. You know, some I've heard of some clubs that'll just pay for it themselves. Maybe that's what they're doing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how all that is put together and works.
Some type of charity.
Larg has a group of tests available for youth as well, no charge.
Oh,
okay. That's
awesome.
good to know.
I don't know the definition of youth, if it's 25 and under or 18 and under, but if you're somewhere in that category, jump on it.
Okay. Huh. Well, that's good to know. But yeah, hamstudy.org/sessions. I just put it in the chat a minute ago. Go out there. You can find it there, and all kinds of places to take tests, both in person, online, and all that kind of good stuff too.
Answer Steven's question. There is no delay between taking the technician in general. It depends on how the test session is set up. But usually they will let you, if you pass your technician, go straight into the general. You pass the general, they'll give you the extra exam. No additional fees if it's all the same testing session.
Yeah, generally that's true. Yeah.
And the general is only a couple of questions different than tech, really.
Yeah. Yeah, really, it's kind of the same material, but they add in bands,
like band plan.
Megahertz. Yeah, HF basically.
Yeah, what's upper sideband, what's lower sideband, stuff like that.
Right. 741 Rob is in the house. I guess it's about 1:30 out there in Connecticut where he's at. So, thanks for joining us, Rob.
Ham Radio 1.0 or 101 says the money is for the VEs. The FCC does not charge for the licenses.
Okay. I couldn't remember exactly how that was all put together, but okay, that's good to know. But you can't retake the test within the same sitting without paying the fee again. Well,
yeah,
actually you can.
Yes, if you take the test and fail it, you can pay another fee, get a different tech test, and try again same day.
The way our again, this is going to vary by VEC. Our club here in Hearst uses W5YI, and when they use ARRL and W5YI. They don't charge you if you fail it and you want to take it again. They don't charge you. You pay for the one session. That's it. So you sit down, you take the technician test, you pass it, you take the general test, you fail it, you take the general test again, you pass it. It's one fee. So it's a fee per every time you sit down.
Yeah.
You want to take all three, go for it. So they appreciate it if you tell them that up front that you're wanting to take all those tests, so they know how long they're going to be there. But it's only one fee per sit down.
And the really weird thing about the way the testing structure works is you can sit for all three tests in the same day, and you can actually fail tech and pass general and get your general license, but not be able to operate because you didn't pass tech, and you have to go take test again. It's this really weird gray area in the rule book that you only know about if you've signed up to be a VEC, because nobody wants to talk about it.
Well, the test that they give, at least the Hearst Club, they won't allow you to take that general test unless you're already passed or already a technician.
Yeah, because you can't use it.
Right. Yeah,
I'm a no-call general.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It really depends on the group, the VEC, the VE team, and the VEC group that they're administering the test for. So, because I've seen it done multiple different ways. So,
Kyle says, "Wow, he thinks someone would abuse that." Well, a little bit, but it's also up to the VEs themselves to give out the test.
Right.
If they don't feel that you
Yeah.
can pass it and you already took it twice.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, guys. I don't know what those VEs are thinking, charging money for the test. Shouldn't all this stuff be free?
I don't know. I'm
joking.
Yeah, I know you are. Is it the VE team? Somebody said it was the VE team, but
yeah,
I don't know if it's the VE team or the VEC. Like, does the money go to the guys giving the test, or does the money goes to W5YI?
It goes to the VEC, not to the individual test givers.
Yeah, I thought somebody said in the chat earlier that it goes to the VE team. I'm like, no, because I'm the current treasurer for our club.
And you got no money in the bank.
And there's no money coming into the club, of which the VE team, the guys, the VE team associated with the club. It's all the tests are done at our
When was
club.
the last time y'all gave out tests?
They actually did one. They actually did a remote test a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did they do that? Do you
They were.
want to
I
talk about
don't know because I don't. I guess I either missed the email or I wasn't copied on the email because I actually am a VE. I'm a W5YI VE for technician. I can do technician exams, but I can't do anything else because I'm only a general. But I've been a VE for a number of years, so I think I missed the email where they were talking about it, but they talked about it on the board meeting last week. So I'm like, I need to email Jack and ask him about it because I don't know exactly how they're doing that. I don't know if they're doing it remotely or doing it like with a drive-up thing. Like a couple of these clubs locally are doing a drive-up
testing.
thing. Yeah.
So they give VEs golf carts to drive around and monitor people in the vehicles.
Something like that. Yeah.
No, what is it? The scooters, the mobility scooters.
Right. Yeah. The Hamfest scooter. Frank left.
Gonna blow his nose again.
Well, no, he disconnected. So I don't know where he went. I
He
think
just dropped the mic. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I wonder if he clicked on the wrong thing. Oh boy.
Yuck. Abe says his G90 USB cable just snapped off in his computer.
I saw that. Yeah. I'm like, he's like, mad face. Where'd you go, Frank?
I don't know. I was trying to adjust the camera to give me a more straight-on shot, and it took me to files and completely destroyed the web browser.
The camera just said, nope.
Huh.
Pretty much. You're going to be happy with the angle I give you. This is a cheap webcam I'm using for training classes, and it's a wide angle.
I saw that
So
when we
it's
got
a
the full screen.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to be using it much. I'm going to try to use it for the videos I'm going to do, but I'm kind of concerned if it's going to give me that wide angle look to everything.
Now you guys at the bottom of your StreamYard stream, do you have a gear icon that says cam mic?
Yeah.
And if you go in there, do you have an option for green screen?
I do, but I'm running Firefox and StreamYards doesn't like it. I tried.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, it says your browser doesn't support this. Okay. That should get in green.
Well, come on.
Well, I just
man.
wondered if
should
you had the
use
option.
Chrome.
If you don't want to turn it on, that's fine. I just wondered if it was there for you because that's how I turned mine on.
Yeah, it's there, but I can't turn it on.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives us the option of string quality and which camera to pick and all the other stuff, which I did tweak before jumping on the first time.
Yeah, so
I dropped it in Discord.
my oh yeah, there it is. I wonder what is it an old version of Firefox? Or no, it says please use Google Chrome. That's the only thing they support. Firefox is a good browser though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but it's nothing like
that
Chrome.
surprises me. I mean, I like Chrome better, but I like Firefox just fine. So anyway.
Oklahoma Ham Radio. Haven't seen it around in a bit. Welcome.
No.
He's talking about the it's up to the VEs how they break up the charges.
So one of the guys I work with uses that Canon EOS stream capture
Yes.
thing that you have, Frank,
Yes.
for work meetings, and it's really weird to see somebody like with a nice professional camera and green screen set up to attend
That was the best thing they did releasing that software.
It doesn't work with my Canon though. I've got a Vixia RF 800 and it's like not supported right now.
It's great because I can set all the settings I want and get the focus kind of right. The one kind of annoyance is you can't my camera has also Bluetooth, so I can't Bluetooth it and change settings on the fly. It says you're plugged into a computer right now. Or you can't use the camera software on the computer to manipulate it either. It's a one or the other type driver. So you can do all that other stuff, or you can grab the live video from it. But it's a lot of back and forth in the setup right now. It's thrown in the bag because I meant to bring it to Jason's soda or POTA stuff. I forgot it at home. But I need to get it reset up for this area. That's why I'm using the work camera.
I haven't tried it yet. I don't know does it work with the Canon M50?
You got to look it up.
I think that it does.
ones. Yeah.
Rob says he's tried it. He likes it. He says it works good. But I'm using a Vixia HFG50, which is a 4K camcorder, and it has built-in HDMI out, so I don't really need it. I just use the HDMI capture card, and I can capture HDMI from anything really.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think I think mostly that driver was targeted towards their ESO, the ESO brand.
EOS. Yeah, that's what I thought. The DSLR type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then using those, turning them into podcast stuff. And there's no time limit on it. Because when you record video through the camera, there's a 30-minute timer that it will stop recording after 30 minutes. So you got to hit the button again. Which is kind of annoying, but they told this is not supposed to be a camcorder. And there's laws over in EU that is probably driving that feature set because your cameras can't be a camcorder. So they're saying, well, it's not a recorder because there's only a 30-minute timer on it. So you can utilize it for podcasts and other things, but you can't record a long video.
Yeah, so John in the chat's asking about what software it is, and this is the EOS stream capture software. Frank's got it, and I think it's free, and it only works with Canon cameras, and only a certain kind of Canon cameras.
Mm-hmm. You just Google Canon Beta webcam, and it should pull it up. And they released it at the beginning of all the COVID stuff to give more people more access to webcams because there was an extreme shortage.
I thought it was released before that.
It was pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it was on the COVID. Hey, that's nice.
Well, it might have been. It seems like COVID started so long ago, but you look back and you're like, well, that was only like, sometimes you think about it and you're like, man, this has been going on forever. You look back, well, it's only been like 3 months or, worth of lockdowns and whatnot.
Yeah. Or restrictions. Well, at least for us in the States, for everyone else.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's it though. Huh. Cool.
Here, I'm going to share a link directly to you, Jason, and you can share it on the stream. Jason. Okay. This is talking about the web utility, a webcam for the Canon cameras.
Okay. Where'd you send? Oh, I see it.
Yep.
Copy link. That there. There we go. Okay, I just shared it in the chat. Cool.
A long workaround.
Pretty sure that Craig, I'm pretty sure that it does work with the D series. I have the 60D. No, I have a 40D, and it's old. I have an old 20D, and then I have a 40D, and that's the last DSLR I bought before this Canon M50, which I just purchased last year.
Is it EOS? Because there's an EOS 80D listed on their site.
Right. Yeah, that's what Craig was. Yeah, the 80D. All the Canon started with they have a 1D, which is kind of like their full frame. Mm-hmm. And then they have a 10D, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and they've kind of gone up in those numbers. The 80D, 80D, I think is the latest one. They come out with a new one every few years.
I wanted a full frame. I was looking at them, but then when I got down to it, I was like, pull up the full frame cameras. 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. No.
Just the body.
Yeah, miss me with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I almost bought one of those one time because I was pretty into photography for a while, and I still enjoy it. I don't do it much anymore. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, I don't really need to spend that kind of money if I'm not going to be taking pictures any more than I do. And that M50, I mean, those things brand new are like $500, and it comes with a little wide angle lens. It's nothing special, but I think it'll take some of the EOS mounts for the other lenses. I've got a 70 to 200 2.8 lens that I bought for my Canon EOS A2 film camera like 25 years ago. Mm-hmm. So so I can stick that on some of my DSLR cameras and use it. But I don't know. One day I might get a full frame, but
I need to go on another trip. There was a question I did call earlier when I initially joined the stream, but I wasn't on here yet. Someone's asking where those pictures were taken in your slideshow at the beginning.
Oh, yes.
I think one of those was around Mount St. Helens. I got to look it up in my pictures somewhere of what area, but I think it's on the south side of Mount St. Helens.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is around Washington. I can't think of that national park. It just left me.
Yellowstone?
No.
Hmm.
It's the national forest up there.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But I just had a gloomy days are nice, especially taking pictures of nature just after a fresh rain. All the dust, the dirt is washed off, and you give it about an hour or so, and that sun peeks through, and everything is so vibrant. And that's where that other one was taken.
Well, and if it's a cloudy day, you get more even colors and no harsh shadows and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's going to tell me Olympic National Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think somewhere around the Olympic National Park.
I think there's 3 pictures in my slideshow. One of them is you standing on that bridge.
Yeah, and that's Mount St. Helens.
And one of them is you sitting in a forest, it looks like.
I think that was the round Olympic.
And then the third one is you holding up the sign next to the Wi-Fi sign. You're like,
well, that sign is actually amphitheater.
Right, yeah, but it looks like a Wi-Fi. It looks like a Wi-Fi icon.
Man, I set up that shot about 5 minutes, and the whole time I pulled up and I parked kind of in a fire lane. Don't park in a fire lane. And there was a park ranger, and he was just staring at me. And then I set up the camera in front of the sign, and he just got this inquisitive look. And because he was on the other side of the sign, and I started holding up my gadgets, and I was like, okay, I have a phone and a tablet that will work. And I tweaked the camera, and then I was trying to find the right spot for framing everything. He eventually walked around because curiosity killed the cat, and saw what I was doing, and he just slapped his knee and just was laughing so hard. And he came by after I took the shot. He's like, you know what that means? I was like, oh yeah, amphitheater. But the tech people.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're like,
no.
He's trying to find Wi-Fi.
There's no Wi-Fi out there. Why they got a Wi-Fi sign and there's no Wi-Fi.
All right, guys, I got to get rolling. I got to get back to work.
All right, Steve. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it was fun. Steve. We'll see you next time.
All right, have a good one.
But that framing that shot was so much fun.
Yeah. You told me about it when you showed it to me the first time. I'm like, man, that's exactly what I would have done. I would have done the same. I was like, dude, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that sign.
Yep.
Todd in the chat says the Olympic National Park is just a few miles away from him.
I spent 2 nights in that area, and it was a nice national park. I really enjoyed the time there.
I wonder if it's a POTA spot. If it's a national park, it should be. Yes.
It might be also a soda. You could drive almost to the top of the peaks. I almost guarantee it should be a soda park.
Okay.
If I knew about soda, because I was at Olympic and also Mount St. Helens. Now, I did walk around the back of Mount St. Helens. I'm not going to the top. You need a permit for that.
Right.
And then the other park on that trip was Crater Lake National Park. And that's just north of California. And it's a beautiful national park.
Cool. We should plan a trip out there one of these times.
Which ones?
I don't even care.
That place.
I mean, pick one. Pick one. Okay. I mean, you've been to some of them. If you want to try a new one you haven't been to, that's cool also.
On my hit list again, getting a signal out of Yosemite, because I really want to go back to Yosemite National Park. It's one of my favorites out there. Getting a signal out because it's stuck in an actual valley that was carved out by a glacier, and that's where El Capitan is.
Yeah.
Which, if you're familiar with Mac, that's pictures everywhere.
Yeah.
That national park is so popular, you got to apply for a permit, and you're only allowed 10 days a year to be inside.
Well, I mean, that's, so we could drive or fly up there for a week and stay for 5 or 6 nights and have our fill for the year. And I mean, I can imagine we'd go up there more than once a year.
I'm just a cool point about it.
Yeah. It's just that is a cool point.
Grand Canyon. I've been meaning to go back. I'm always up for a Yellowstone trip. The
I've never been to
geological
Yellowstone.
features.
I've
You
never
need
been
a
to
week.
Yellowstone.
We 4 days, 4 solid days there. A week will be nice. Then you have a couple of days in other areas, but that park is huge.
We should look up. I'll get a list, 4, 5, or 6 of them from you, and we're talking about like next year, right?
Yeah.
So I should get a list and find out which ones have both a POTA and a. I mean, if they're a national park, they should already be a POTA.
Agreed.
But actually, some that will have a SOTA as well, and maybe a couple of different summits, and we'll just go out there. And what we should do is just go down to Big Bend. That's another place I've never been.
So the picture behind me. Nope. Come on, Frank. Here we go.
That one right there. Yeah.
That one right there. That picture is Yosemite National Park. And
Okay.
that's Half Dome. And I bet that would be a SOTA site.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a good trek up to the top. I need to start hiking if we're going to do that.
I've been wanting to go on some hikes. There's a couple of Johnny from Signal Search. He and I were trading messages the other day, and he says, "Oh, there's this summit up there that I want to go to." He participated in North America QSO party last week, and I heard a station calling him, but I couldn't hear him. He's probably too close to me, so I shot him an email. He's like, "Man, I want to." He's like, "There's a summit up there near you I want to go to," and I'm like, "Near me?" I said, "Where?" It's actually out west. It's out. It's called Johnson's Creek, Johnson's Point, something like that. And it's about 2 hours west of here. And I'm like, so I'm gonna hit him up. I'm like, dude, let's find a weekend to go out there together and do a video and do a SOTA expedition. I'll bring you. Yeah, you can go. And I'm like, that'd be fun. Do something like that because Matt's in the chat. AE4MQ. I saw him pop in there a minute ago. He he said, hit me up. Have friends out there. I'm not sure which out there he's talking about because we talked about 6 different places.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
WJ6F says climb El Tapitan. That is, if I remember correctly, 6. Usually it'll take you 6 to 7 nights to climb up a sheer cliff.
Holy cow, that's a
rock
serious.
Climbing.
Yeah,
yes.
You're gonna want to do rock climbing, like straight up.
Rock climbing straight up.
That's not my kind of thing. I want to go hiking. I don't want to go rock climbing.
It's the steepest and the most sheer solid granite surface around.
Wow.
And it's supposed to be the pinnacle for rock climbers.
Yeah.
If we do go to Yosemite, we're going to bring the biggest zoom lens we can find because there's a big field out there that you can go set up and try to spot all the rock climbers.
Okay. Okay, good. Awesome. Yeah, but we need to do something like that. It'd be fun to do a SOTA. We do something close here. There's got to be a couple of SOTA expeditions up there around Arbuckle in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Which is not far from here. It's like 2 to 3 hours from here. So we should.
The answer to the question, yes. On El Capitan, they sleep on the face. So it is a 6-night climbing adventure all the way up. And you bring in what you take. So you can figure out what that means.
Oh, yeah.
You don't leave anything behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, good. Cool, man. Hey, it's 1 o'clock.
Yep. I got another about 10 minutes before the training starts again.
Okay. All right.
We'll iron out these details because
we will. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'd be a fun trip to just do for activation purposes, and be a fun trip to do for videography and photo ops and whatnot. So I think that
we also got we've always been kicking the can around for the one in Texas, the national park in Texas, Big Bend.
Big Bend, yeah. Now, Big Bend for sure.
It has its own beauties, but geological features I enjoy much more. Forests, nature, streams, waterfalls are my passion.
Yeah, but it's worth going down. That's one place in Texas I've never been. I've never been to Big Bend before.
I agree too.
So I definitely want to go down there eventually.
Guess what? It's 1 o'clock on a Wednesday. Sirens are going off.
Real well, they usually do those tests the first.
Yeah, yeah, but it's I don't know why, but I do hear them occasionally testing and not on the first Wednesday.
Interesting.
Fort Worth is a huge city, so I don't think they can hit them all on the first Wednesday.
Probably not. Probably
no,
mid cities one like Hearst and Grapevine and South Lake and everything. I think does theirs on the first Wednesday, but there's probably some that do them other times too. So,
well, all right, man.
Okay, man.
That was fun. Thank you for letting me in there last minute.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no problem.
With the temporary camera setup.
yeah. No worries. It works. The StreamYard. I still think it's not as clear as what I wanted it to be, but I might email them and ask them some questions about that. So cool, man. Thanks for joining.
As a guest, I would like chat privileges or somehow to interact with the chat here.
I'll have to ask about that too and see how I can do that. So okay.
That's my feedback. All right, Jason.
All right, man.
Catch you later.
All right, have a good one. Hey guys, thanks for joining today. This is always fun. It's just a fun time to get together and chat in the middle of the week about whatever. Obviously, we're chatting about Summits on the Air and Parks on the Air today. Check out if you tomorrow. Well, okay, first of all, tonight, K5ATA Steve Goodgame has his live stream tonight at 7 Central Time. I'll go find a link to that real quick. And he interviewed Ray Novak a couple weeks ago. I don't know what he has on the docket for tonight. I think the Smoke and Ape is on his channel tonight. Hold on, let me pull that up and I'll figure out what he's got planned. Yes. Yeah. So Smoke and Ape is going to be on Good Game Ham Radio tonight. And here is a link to that. 7 p.m. tonight, Central Standard Time. So you guys put that on the there it is right there. Ape's goofy looking face. Two dudes talking about ham radio. So put that on your list for tonight. After that, generally after that is the 2 Meter Crew on Ham Radio TV. But I got a message from him earlier today saying that he's going to cancel it tonight because they've got fires in that. He's in SoCal, Southern California. They've got fires in that area right now. And they're using the repeater for emergency comms. So he doesn't want to tie up the repeater with his live stream. So he's canceled it for tonight, which is the smart thing to do. That's the responsible thing to do as a good ham operator. So I just hope everyone out there is safe. But generally speaking, that's 9 p.m. Central Time, which is 7 p.m. California time. So it's 7 p.m. Central Time for Steve every Wednesday, and then 9 p.m. Central Time for Jason at Ham Radio TV every Wednesday. And then tomorrow night, check out Thursday Night Ham Radio. There'll be a playlist on Steve Temporarily Offline's channel. I've got a video coming out. A couple other guys have the video coming out tomorrow night. So we got some cool stuff coming for you then. So 73, thanks everyone for watching. Let me know what kind of topics you would like to see in an upcoming live stream, either on a Wednesday or either on a Wednesday or a Sunday upcoming. So 73 guys, everyone have a good rest of the day today.